I want to come back to the whole dating, like trying to focus it on dating. What is a woman? And I want to start with you. We'll go around the table.
Great.
A woman is someone who identifies as a woman. I don't really know.
We'll let everybody finish. Go ahead.
It's kind of like, I'm not really like one side or the other side. It's like, I'm not against trans people. Never will be. Like, that's
I'm just
just
asking
not.
for.
I would say a woman is somebody who is capable to have children, but at the same time, people can also identify as a woman. I don't have a problem with that. Sure, you do you, but I truly know that I am a woman. I can have children. I get a period every month. Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, I would just point out that there are women who are infertile, for example. They're still women, even though they can't have children. But go ahead.
I want to clarify this because I don't want it to seem like, oh, I'm a woman today but a man tomorrow. That's, to me, like I said, there's an important distinction, and to me that's someone who's following it for the trend. To me, a woman is someone who identifies with it, and like that is, and
Identifies with what?
Identifies as being a woman, but not just like any day of the week that they feel like it's part of their identity.
Okay.
Yeah, an essential part.
Identifies
But
as what?
so what is a woman?
You said, what is a woman?
You accepted her answer. Why is my answer not acceptable?
Your answer is just
what is a woman?
make sure I'm understand. A woman is a woman who identifies as a woman with some degree of continuity. So it's not just Monday I'm a man, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, so there needs to be some continuity.
It needs to be part of your identity. Like, you genuinely feel like, I
Okay.
do not feel like I was supposed to be born in this body.
So a woman is someone who identifies as a woman essentially.
Essentially.
Okay, what about you?
I think for a woman, it is someone. I don't even want to say. I want to say. I don't want to say can have children, because there are women who can't have children. I still do identify those as women. I identify trans people as a trans woman, because you have an entire different past than a woman who was born that way. And I think that's a big distinction people
I
need
agree
to
with
make.
that part for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I do get upset sometimes when someone says I'm a woman, and it's because our experiences are different. I recognize a woman. If someone says I'm a trans woman and this is how I identify, I respect the hell out of that and the choices that they made, whether or not they make the surgery or not.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a completely different upbringing than mine.
I would agree
So
with
you have
that.
to recognize
Yeah.
It's sort of like when people say I don't see color. That's kind of the problem, is because you're not recognizing someone's background and what they had to do for where they're at. They have a completely different experience.
I recognize
but
that for
wasn't-
sure.
I mean, not to derail the conversation, but like, wasn't that Martin Luther King's whole thing to be colorblind?
Colorblind in a sense, but
Okay,
with
let's
some,
not go
yeah,
down.
I was gonna say we're-
That's just that's a whole other can of worms. What about what is a woman?
A woman, I don't think I really need to answer this. It's somebody who was born as a female and is a female today. It's pretty simple.
A woman is a human person with 2 X chromosomes.
Amy?
A woman is someone with female chromosomes. You said XX, right?
Yeah.
I was kind of confused with which one was X and XY.
Sure.
But someone who is able to produce kids, someone who gets a period every single month with a vagina.
Well, some women don't have
Yeah.
Yeah, some
periods,
women
but
don't
okay.
even have periods.
Lynn, what about you?
A woman is someone with XX chromosomes.
Okay. Q?
A woman is an adult human female.
That's also my definition.
Oh,
A woman is an adult human female.
Okay.
What, you're smiling, you're laughing at that.
I think
I'm just saying thumbs up. That's all.
Yeah, I think I would agree with
I agree
with
with
her
her.
on the trans woman topic. I would consider them trans women, not women, because
Yeah.
there is a difference. A woman is a adult human female, and now that everybody wants to say gender is a construct, they want to deconstructualize the entire society that we've lived in since we were the conception of humans. Literally, we have always gone by male female genders, and now that everybody wants to diminish that and just, oh, what's a woman, what's a kid, that doesn't make it. We know what a woman is. A woman is an adult human female.
You think you know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is, and I know that a lot of other people are confused.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So bringing it back to the dating thing, you said that you would object to somebody if they've undergone bottom surgery a guy not wanting to date a trans woman who has undergone bottom surgery, you would object to that.
Yes.
Can you articulate your reasoning and logic?
I mean, what's the question? Like,
But it's especially interesting because you said you're a virgin, you're saving yourself for the person you feel like you're going to marry. So let's say somebody like you want to pursue someone long term for a long-term relationship and have biological children with that person. If you're a trans woman, you are incapable of.
and that's why I was making that distinction earlier. And like you said, not all women are fertile. Not all women can have
So
babies.
why do you object to a man not wanting to have a relationship or have sex with a trans woman?
Well, why wouldn't they? Well, I think first they would have to present their argument. Like, why wouldn't they want to date what's the reason for not wanting to date a trans woman?
People are allowed to have genitalia preference.
But you said if they have bottom
That's not the
surgery.
same as I don't know what the fucking term for it. That's not the same as like a natural grown
Organic.
pussy. I don't know how to fucking frame this, but
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
going
it's just
about
hard to
this
form a rebuttal when there's
natural
not like an initial.
That's because you think
argument.
everybody works on this.
as somebody who has had sex at least one time,
Once.
if my penis was inverted, I don't know the fucking procedure. I don't know. First off, my understanding is that when they do the procedure, they have to take like lifetime antibiotics, so because you're
very
essentially creating
traumatizing to your
a
body.
wound into your cavity, your pelvic cavity or something, and it doesn't naturally lubricate, and the composition would be different, and I would just know, like, it ain't, like, am I gonna get canceled for this? That's not pussy. I'm probably gonna get canceled for that
Yeah,
shit.
you probably will. Get
All over
canceled.
TikTok tomorrow.
No, but it's not like, it's not the same.
At all.
It's just not the same.
Right.
I'm not trying to hate on anybody. It's just like,
People have
I have a
preferences.
genitalia preference for, I mean, we talked about the large labia shit, but that's another conversation. I have a genitalia preference for female pussy. I don't want male pussy. I want female pussy.
I mean, when you put it that way, I feel like it's okay to have a preference. I don't know.
Oh.
I just think that like there's ways around. Like you said, it doesn't lubricate naturally. Okay, there's lube. Like I don't know. I think there's
What
ways
if I
around
what
it.
if I want natural
Juice.
pussy juice?
Right.
I don't want to use
Okay,
KY
then-
jelly. I want a chick that's just, it's like a river.
like the
son.
floodgates are opening. I mean, I guess yeah. I think
that's
having
weird.
a genitalia preference.
I have a
That's fine.
I
Yeah.
have
I've
a
had
genitalia
preferences all day, and now that he wants to have a preference about someone's genitalia, it's an issue. But
I
we've
just-
been talking
I just
about
said it's
preferences.
okay.
Yeah, but it took him
No, but
literally.
before-
It took him explaining to you that he wanted natural lube in a female vagina for you to understand it. Like, you see what I mean? Like, he had to break
It's-
down.
what
it
we're talking
really
about-
hard.
So what is that supposed to mean?
That not everybody has this blind view of gender like you do. That we.
A blind. I think you have the blind view.
No, he had to just
That might-
he had to just explain in very detail the difference between a man-made and natural vagina.
No,
Are you
I
sure?
I completely understood the difference. I said what would be his objection to dating someone trans, and that's what he explained to me. And I said it's difficult to form a rebuttal when there's no initial argument.
I'm
so.
also just attracted to females. I'm not attracted
Can I
to
add
I'm not
something?
attracted to males. I'm
Pretty
not attracted to males regardless of the drugs that they're ingesting and the plastic surgery that they've had and the
See, that's the other thing. You're like, I'm not into plastic surgery. There you go. Like,
but I'm not attracted to males.
but it's okay.
Can I add
No,
something,
we're talking about
please?
sex. We're not talking about gender. We're talking about sex. I'm not No. Go ahead.
Okay, I understand like this is a topic of conversation and like
Sure.
this is a podcast.
Yeah.
But like why does it matter so much? Like why can't we just like let people do what they want to do?
That's
like it's
fine.
not like
That's totally fine.
It's not, yeah.
It's very,
But-
like,
so it's-
opinionated.
But if we're having a conversation,
Yeah.
if she's saying you're a bigot for not wanting
What?
But
That's
why
putting
does-
words
No,
in
no,
my
no.
mouth.
But
doesn't-
that
it
is some
doesn't
people's
matter.
position, and
Like-
you said earlier you object to men who wouldn't want to sleep with a trans woman who's had bottom surgery.
Yeah, but then after you explained your
But that's my
genitalia preference, then I
that's my
said that's
position,
fine.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had to explain it
I
for
had
you to approve.
But you objected
Usually,
to it.
I don't
people
know what
have
that's
to
supposed to
explain
mean
things
to
in order
you.
for other people
I
to
don't.
understand.
But how
not
are we in a
really.
crazy world where
lot
I
of the
need, as a
time.
man, a straight man, need to explain that I am only sexually attracted to
women.
females?
I think
Seriously, like-
I don't think it like matters to a lot of us. We really don't care. I think it's more of like, please just admit that you are a biological male or female, and just
Why should people admit it? I don't know. I just
because
don't,
it's a
like,
fact. It's
Do
a
you-
fact.
do you
It doesn't matter. Like,
And why how does it change your
Look, it
life?
doesn't matter on surface level, but
Like,
when it gets into
yeah.
legislation and biological men being allowed into female prisons, where now these female inmates are getting R-worded, that's when it's wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does matter.
Female
It's
prison,
fine
female
until it
I
comes
sports.
to a
understand
certain
that, but that's not
standard.
really like.
Yeah,
but,
well then,
but do you object to a guy not wanting to sleep with a trans woman?
No, like
Oh.
I I'm not going to say anything,
You
but
wouldn't what?
I didn't say wouldn't. I didn't say
It's
would.
okay. You
I'm
wouldn't
just
sleep with a
saying
trans man?
I understand why.
It's okay. That's fine.
I
You can
understand
have your
if
preference.
men or women don't want to sleep with transgender people.
I
That's
think
just
we
their
just need to
preference,
live
but
life.
yeah.